Hey everybody. It's been about a week, I guess, since I posted, and we do have one new subscriber, Hawk17. Thanks for subscribing, and thanks for the comment. It's pretty cool. It's always good to have more people listening. Um, let's see. Most of what happened this week actually happened the night that I made the last video. It was an interesting night. I think I alluded to the fact that it was sort of an anniversary that night. And there were two ways to go. Sort of two choices, and one would have been to just kind of burrow down and hide in the house, which has been sort of my default of late. The other would be to go out and get self-destructively drunk. I went with the latter. Kids, including that new subscriber who I noticed is not of age, don't do that. Alcohol's a depressant. If you're borderline clinically depressed, don't go out and get really, 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 really shitty drunk. It's not a good idea. It's stupid. But I did. And it was sort of one of those situations where you're at the bar with a group of people and they sort of slowly pair off and leave. And suddenly, midnight 30 comes around and it's me and this girl who's a friend of a friend. We're talking and hanging out. We're going to start playing pool and everything's fun. So I continue, of course, to get more and more drunk. Because I don't think about things before I do them sometimes. And this was an example of that. And drunk. Got, I don't get belligerent. It's just not my way. I tend to get kind of quiet when I'm drunk. But I was, for me, pretty shitty. So we're going from bar to bar at this point, trying to find someplace that's still open. It's 2-ish, maybe 2:15. The regular place that's usually open really late was closed, so we ended up at this sort of divey place, but it had pool tables. Anyway, I'm rambling on like anything. She drove me home, hanging out at the house, and or outside the house. Let me clarify that. And I'm after the situation that has happened in the last couple months, I'm not entirely sure that I was in the best situation or the best place mentally to be in this situation. But asked for a number. She gave it to me with the sort of disclaimer that she was pretty sure I was going to forget it. I think she was on to the fact that I was kind of drunk. But that I should call our mutual friend if I do forget it, to get it again, which struck me as, probably wants me to give her a call because she gave me instructions on how. And so I took it. I went inside. I forgot it by the time I got to the fucking door. Like, maybe halfway to the fucking door, I remembered that there was a 7, and there's not in the number. So it was well lost. So the next day, I was basically just incredibly hungover and left it at that. And over the next couple of days after that, I tried to get in touch with this mutual friend who was kind of shitty about getting back to me, but she's busy. She's got work and stuff. Don't worry about it. Well, you don't worry about it, but I don't really care. Finally, okay, let's go through all the steps. I called this mutual friend a couple of times. Didn't get the answer. I emailed, which don't do this either, the girl. I had been given an email address, which was in fact not the right person. I emailed this very well thought out sort of, hi, I had a good time, I'd like to hang out sometime email to a completely different person who was pretty nice about it. She was like, "Hey, thanks, but I don't think I know you, and you should probably get this to the right person, or you should probably get this to the right person," is what I'm going to say. So that was actually really nice. I appreciated that they didn't just throw it away, because then I would have been all, I would have assumed that it was going to the right person, that she just didn't write back. So, anyway, there was this long, convoluted series of events that I'm not going to go into because I've already talked 5 minutes about this shit, and there's other stuff to mention. But I got her phone number from another friend of hers and gave her a call. And see, to me, an answering machine picks up after 4, minimum 3 rings. Like, if it's a cell phone, it's voicemail, you kind of figure that maybe after one it'll go right to it. But like a ring and a half, and the answering machine picks up. It's a really short message, like a really short greeting thing, and so I got a little bit thrown off, and I left what I consider to be a pretty awkward voicemail message or answering machine message. Yeah, I'm not really thinking I'm getting a call back. I'm thinking I'm gonna leave it at that. There's been a lot of kind of, I don't know, I've gotten a lot of good signs since that evening, and I think I'm gonna let that go. I'm many things right now, but I'm not really in the place to be sort of, I don't know, I'd rather be more standoffish than I should be than more eager and up in somebody's face than I should be. That's just not my way. But so I guess it's kind of a good sign. It's, somebody today said something about me being back on the horse, and I don't buy that for a fucking second. I'm not. I think if we're going to use the horse metaphor, I think I've begun to realize that there are other horses. I've begun to look at them and talk to them. But I think this last one, I think I made too sudden of a movement and scared the horse away. But that's okay. There's nothing invested in this. This was not a big deal. It was fun, and leave it at that. Other than that, this week has been work. The regular shit. Nothing all that exciting. I'm going to go out tonight and get a beer with some folks from work, so it'll be good to get out. I've been going out probably once every 8 or 9 days, but I live in a college town, so not going out 3 times a week makes me a leper, kind of. Sorry, I just burped. Apologies. But anyway, that's about all I had to say. I hope everybody's doing good. Congratulations to the Democrats on the victory since my last thing. I voted, I hope you voted, and it went my way, so I'm happy about that. Yeah, keep in touch. I hope everybody's doing well. Bye. See you next week.